Good morning, my tribe, my XRP army, and everybody out there in YouTube land. I want to take a moment and talk to you about real estate and what's going on with real estate. I went through the real estate crash back in 05, 06. I sold my house right after the crest. And I could see that we were beginning to chase the numbers down. And so I made a bold move, got my house sold, and right after I sold it, the market just froze up. And it was a free fall. So I'm glad I got out when I did. But the same thing's happening again. I tried telling people on the ramp up to that collapse that I had friends that were talking about seconding their home to buy another house for $700,000 that had been, the year before it was $500,000, and it was really worth maybe $300 or $250. And I tried talking some sense into them, and I'm saying, you're gonna put your family on the street. This house, listen to what you're saying to yourself. You've already got a mortgage. You're taking on a second mortgage, and you're doing it because you believe it's going to be an investment, and that house is going to be worth $900,000 in a year. But there's this wall of resistance where people simply can't do it. And once you hit that wall, the market becomes stagnant, and then there's a downturn. And I could see it in the way I knew what people were making, because I was making the same amount, and what they were talking about strapping themselves with on this debt, on the hopes that it was going to continue to go up and that they could float this all for a little while. I saw it coming, and a lot of people didn't and got really hurt by it. I wouldn't have sold my house if it hadn't been for a divorce. But you got to live somewhere. So it depends on your circumstances. But this coming collapse, we have again hit that wall of resistance, and the prices are beginning to drop. They've reversed, and there's no buyers out there, except for select markets. There are select markets that continue to go up, and they will remain that way. But by and large, the market has turned, and it's fixing to really go down. The last 2, maybe 3 years, it's been beginning to make that turn. We're over the cliff. My opinion, we're over the cliff. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. And we're on that Wile E. Coyote moment where we're still pumping our legs and trying to run. And I think the market just looked down. With this collapsing will come great opportunities. If you take a ride on the crypto rocket, there may be great opportunities in real estate, large commercial real estate, as well as residential. And there will be other opportunities that you'll be able to take advantage of if you position yourself and you have a lot of dry powder. For me, I believe that crypto can provide that opportunity to have a lot of dry powder and to change the way my family lives in a great way. And I want you to do that too. Excuse me. Position yourself. Things are changing, and if you see the changes, you adapt to the changes, and you take advantage of the changes, you can reap the benefits. I don't want to say it's greed, but I guess in some respect there is an element of greed to it. But it's also being aware of your surroundings. Understanding what the signs mean, and that history is repeating itself. Educate yourself on history. Look at financial history. Look at the history of fiat currencies. Do some research on that, and you'll understand the cycles of them. And that tells you what's coming next. Understanding the cycle tells you what's coming next and what you do to prepare for the next phase of the cycle and how you can benefit from it. That's not greed, that's intelligence. I want you all to be financially intelligent. Change your relationship with your finances. Make your finances work for you instead of you working for your finances. That's what I got for you. God bless y'all. I'm out.